In the last lecture, we covered really how Twitter works and looking at the 5 key features there. And in this lecture, we're going to look very quickly at what not to do when you want to increase your Twitter followers. Now, there's a very easy solution to increasing your Twitter followers. You could really do this. It would take you 5 minutes and you would have achieved your goals. And that is really buying your Twitter followers. But personally, I don't think that this is such a great idea. You could come over to Fiverr.com, type in Twitter followers, and you will see that there are a lot of offers here to really purchase Twitter followers for a very small price. Now, you might think this is a good idea. It'll help me, give me some social proof, etc. And you could keep adding these if you wanted to. But I think what you should maybe really ask yourself is, are numbers really everything? What's more important, 10,000 fans or followers, or 100 who will actually engage with you? So I think the key thing about Twitter is you could have 10,000 fans, but really if you think about the purpose of being on Twitter, it's not just for social proof. It's actually to come back here to become an influencer, build relationships, and drive website traffic and sales on demand. So if they're just fake followers, that is not going to really happen. And so I would probably advise against doing that. Now, the second thing that is commonly done on Twitter, and I'm not sure why it's so common on Twitter and not on maybe Facebook, etc., but is using Twitter bots for automated follows or direct messages. And I'll start with direct messages just to show you this here. So in the last lecture, we learned what is a direct message. And you can see here now that I've followed some people and I get an automated message here from them saying, thanks, etc. And here's a link to my stuff. So obviously I can see that these are automated. And obviously I don't want to engage with any of them because they're just automated. They're not real conversations that these people are sending me. So I think some of these Twitter bots for automated followers, meaning you'd follow people automatically, and then you would, in return, they'd probably follow you. You delete the ones who didn't follow you. I think some of these worked in the past, but it's just kind of spam at this stage. And so what I would suggest you do is really just focus on having real conversations instead. Even if you just have 1 or 2 real conversations, that's much better than having 10,000 fans. So that is just a very quick point that I wanted to make. You could hit your goals right now by buying the Twitter followers, but it doesn't really achieve the real goal that you want, which is to be able to drive traffic and sales. You need to do that by having real conversations. So that's just a small point. That's my opinion. You can decide what you want to do on that. But let's get started in the next lecture then by really looking at 10 ways to increase your Twitter followers. So I'll see you there.